1948, a remarkable year. After World War II, the Marshall Plan, also called the European Recovery Program, was signed on 3rd of April to enable a new start of European history. And students from Finland, Sweden, France, Denmark, Belgium, Norway and the Netherlands found a youth organization which should be known as the largest international student organization by today, AIESEC. Love Me Tender, the first movie with Elvis Presley, comes onto screen in the 1950s, and the first currywurst is sold in the streets of Berlin, precisely at the corner of Kant-Kaiser-Friedrich-Straße. While some Germans enjoy this tasty invention, others celebrate the wonder of Bern. Das Wunder von Bern. The national football team unexpectedly winning against the Hungarian one. And yes, the first plane lands on the South Pole. And AIESEC? AIESEC is expanding to the US. While Europeans are busy in 1958 with founding communities such as the European Economic Community or the European Atomic Energy Community, AIESEC is going global, expanding to Colombia, South Africa, and Venezuela. In 1963, AIESEC meets John Fitzgerald Kennedy, JFK, in the first International Congress outside of Europe. And 1 year later, Martin Luther King is rewarded the Nobel Peace Prize, and the Beatles reached the places 1 to 5 in the American charts. Do you know when the mouse was invented? No, not this one. This mouse. In 1970. And who did that? Douglas C. Engelbart. In the same year, Apollo 13 starts its mission to the moon, while the Beatles release their last album. And AIESEC? AIESEC has its first congress in Asia, in Japan. 1976, a remarkable year for children in Austria, Germany and Switzerland. Our great star, Biene Maya, is shown on TV in German for the first time. And Maya is not only the only one who is flying. Humans are sending Viking 1 and Viking 2 to Mars, and they are landing safely in 1976. Maybe inspired by all that great happenings, AIESEC moves from being simply an organization offering international exchange to an organization offering education. The first seminars are being introduced in 1976. Only 1 year later, Niki Lauda wins his second World Championships in Formula 1, and Star Wars is opening in the cinemas, resulting people lining up for hours to see it. 1977 is also a quite remarkable day for Austria. The first McDonald's opens up at Schwarzenbergplatz in Vienna. Leadership. This is what AIESEC is all about in 1977, followed by the next years. The first leadership development seminars get introduced, a new era has started. The history of spacecraft and technology reaches another peak in 1984, when the Space Shuttle Discovery has its maiden voyage and the first computers get formally introduced to AIESEC International by Citibank sponsors. Bill Clinton, the new man for the United States of America in 1992. He is elected to be the 42nd president in the same year the European Union is founded by the signing of the Maastricht Contract. In the meantime, AIESEC has reached a status as being an almost regular participant in UN conferences as youth sector representatives. In 2008, Clinton gets followed by Barack Obama, the first non-Caucasian president of the United States of America. Sarkozy chooses the same time for marrying his Carla Bruni. But the much more important thing than all that is, AIESEC is celebrating its 60th anniversary. And lying ahead of us is the future, 2012. AIESEC Austria can celebrate its very own 60th anniversary.